This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we come to you from wintry Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double and pick up 6. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. To throw, it's Rodgers. Forced out to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Keep it up! Keep it up! All right. Here we go. Keep up with our tackles, man! 1-6, not 3!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Moore, the man in motion. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here, as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And bulldozing his way through. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 24. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here with Strong. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet, as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll go again with Strong, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that... open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Fields changing the play. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Straight ahead is Strong. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it is caught. Touchdown! Xander Horvath from 30 yards out. And the Browns will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's got some space here. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Come on, man up!
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. Here's a screen play. This is Strong. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe...
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from the yard line. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off play action, Fields. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Strong is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, I don't think they were ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Who was he throwing to anyway? 26.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Martin Emerson, and they'll bury him for a loss of 11.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Henry. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of it for him. That deficit stays right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd down here, Strong once more. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Out of the gun, Fields. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Rodgers now on 1st down. Going up top. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. They'll start on the ground with Strong. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Second down, here Strong once more. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Fields now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this returnable for Rager. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Rodgers going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down, establish themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This 2nd and 4.